bigger. Why do they always have to go bigger?
I didn't give a shit about either one of them.
Well, not in this movie. In this movie, I didn't give a fuck about anybody.
I never care about the people.
You care about the dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Hey, Lamar, where were the dinosaurs at a certain point in this movie? Because
that's what all that. But okay, so when we start the review, then we'll get into that.
Okay, so we can get with the shits. What was everybody's initial thoughts of the movie as a whole? Did you like it?
I wish it was about dinosaurs.
I liked it better than the last movie that came out, but that's not saying much. Like, first half was like slow, and then I think I enjoyed the second half a little bit more. But that's about it.
When it was like supposedly intense, like when they're using the bracelet thing to get in the secure areas and get the samples and like all of that.
Yeah. How he went right in front of the camera and gave her a little bracelet in her pocket, like looked at the camera.
No, it doesn't. No, so that doesn't matter because they couldn't hear him because they were making the coffee.
The espresso, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And never mind the fact that he turned his back so the camera couldn't see his mouth anyway.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I will say this. I stayed awake the entire movie. I was exhausted when I went to see it. It was 2.5 hours long. It kept me awake, so I'll say that much. It had enough going on where I was awake, but overall, it wasn't great. It had a lot.
This is the perfect definition of like just turn your brain off, entertainment. That's
no
don't
logic.
Follow, don't plot. Yeah, there's so many things going on. Don't even pay attention to that shit. So just when the dinosaurs are on, it looks cool, I guess. But when they're off, it's like, eh.
I guess now that you say it, I wasn't really tripping off the fact there wasn't really dinosaurs throughout the movie. I
mean, it didn't make it better. Yeah, it didn't really make it better when they were on, but I was just kind of like, yeah.
It just annoyed me because I watched this for the dinosaurs. When they had the moments where they showed the originals, I didn't give a fuck about none of that. I know the audience is supposed to clap or gas for it. I didn't give a fuck. Get to the dinosaurs. I don't care about no background stories. I don't care about her kids ain't in the movie, so fuck them. I don't care about none of that shit. I didn't care about none of it. I wanted more dinosaurs. It seemed like it was more about their storyline than the dinosaurs. So it was like,
I think that was the point because they're from the original. I guess this is supposed to be the bookend. This is supposed to be what ends it. So they had to.
But even like when the three original came in, it just didn't. It felt awkward sometimes.
You're supposed to clap. You're supposed to be excited. Like, oh yeah.
I wasn't because they weren't excited to see each other. So why the fuck was I excited to see
them? In the first one, were these two a couple or no?
It was kind of insinuated that they were a couple, but like in the book they said they were, but in the movie it seems like they were just
colleagues.
Colleagues. But I know I do mention that Ian Malcolm was asking if she was single, and he kind of hinted at now we're going out, but they didn't really kiss or hold hands or do anything, so it's kind of hard to tell. So in this one, when they finally get together, that was supposed to be the big moment, like, oh, because in part 3 they're not together. She has another husband with kid. And in this one, like every other movie, they're broken up, so that means the hero of the movie. And yeah. So
okay, well, I have a couple moments from the movie that I wanted to bring up because I thought they were so ridiculous. So the first one was the fact that what's her name was able to outrun the dinosaurs, the raptor, whatever breed, whatever hybrid it was. But
so Tasha, and then immediately after, this raptor is fast as fuck, chasing them on a motorcycle
and a truck.
Supersonic speed, but she was able to outrun his ass.
But you got to remember, she's able to outrun a T-Rex with heels on her, high heels in the first Reservoir. So she's got like some amazing abilities. You know?
Yeah, I was like, how is it that she was able to, but then they're able to keep up? Yeah.
I thought that right after it happened because I was like, she outran us. She shook his ass on that roof, but then he's on a motorcycle and they're running supersonic fucking speed.
Right on him.
That was crazy. That was a bit much. Okay, so a moment that bothered me was the fact that what's his name right here? Fucking Star Commander.
Chris Pratt's character.
Yeah. Okay, the stop hand thing he was doing throughout the movie was bothering me. You can't stop every fucking dinosaur with that hand.
He did that every time he came in contact or came up to a dinosaur.
Yeah, but it's like even those fucking big ass, whatever the word, carnivores.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they could have just ate his ass. Like,
that was very annoying.
yeah.
And then
every scene.
And then a couple other times, like other people were doing it too.
Yeah, it was like they see him do it, and then they're doing it, and the dinosaurs just looking like, "Oh shit, not the hand! I can't get the hand."
Yeah.
Lamar,
the hands got some competition, you know.
Yeah,
our hands can stop the dinosaurs.
She must, cause this motherfucker's hand was like a barrier. It was like no matter what, that thing that was bigger than the T-Rex, he did it to that. I was like, God damn! So if dinosaurs run up on me, now I feel safe because all I have to do is stand there. If I do this, the dinosaur's like, shit, he's good.
Yep.
It's kind of like a shark. All you got to do is punch a nose in the shark, like punch the shark in the nose, and you're good. All right.
Yep. And then just stop motion to the dinosaur.
The shark has a soft nose. That's more believable. But you just putting your little ass hand up to stop this big ass dinosaur? Come on.
That shit's getting bitten off.
Yeah. You're like, what the fuck that supposed to do? I'm still gonna eat your ass.
That shit was driving me crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, that my ultimate point when I go to see these movies, I'm looking for the oh shit dinosaur moments, and I can't even remember. I can't remember one. I don't think.
What about at the end when both of the T-Rexes?
Fuck that. No, fuck that short ass scene where they did a tag team. He picked him up and threw him into the bird feather dinosaur, and that was it. I was like,
I like how they try to make us think that the T-Rex was dead.
Oh yeah, he played possum.
Yeah. Because ever since part 3 killed off one of the T-Rexes, they've got shit for that. So they're never ever gonna do that again.
He uppercutted him and knocked him.
I know, for real, yeah. And when did they attack each other? Like, was this like a were they teammates or some shit? Because I thought dinosaurs was eating each other.
The T-Rex got up and looked at the bird looking thing, the Edward Scissorhands bird, and he looked at him like, I'm gonna toss him to you. And he's like, all right. Alley-oop.
Be ready.
Like, come on. That was annoying. I thought that dinosaur was cool, the way he jumped in the water. I thought that was cool. And then we were kind of away from that right after that.
You talking about when they were on the ice?
Yeah. When he looked
okay.
Dived.
How cold is that water?
It's frozen.
Because Chris Pratt seemed like he was just
he was fine.
He got out of the water.
He's fine. He's used to swimming.
Like you would have been like shaking your ass up like this.
Lips would have been blue.
Yeah, but he was okay.
It's the adrenaline.
He was able to run and keep up with homegirl and everything.
Real, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of annoying shit that happened in this movie.
Yeah. So the other thing I wanted to point out was the fact that Blue, the raptor, does stakeouts. So he was in the bushes when Chris Pratt got to the cabin, and he was like waiting. And then as soon as he saw him, he was like, "Oh shit, okay, let me go get my kid." And he goes back to get him, and so.
and then he came up like, "Is it a he or a she?"
Blue's a girl, actually, right?
Yeah. It's a she, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So she came up like, "Motherfucker, they took my kids." He's like, "I swear I get it back." And he put his hand up. He's like, "Fuck your force field." Then he just turned around and ran off.
So did Blue attack his hand? Because it was like nothing after that. I thought it was gonna like show his wound or something. Because the way he reacted.
Okay, so I literally watched after that because they never showed his hand. Then towards the end of the movie, you see his hand wrapped up. So I was like, stop. I was tripping the whole time. Like, I think he sliced or she sliced his hand. Because he had it up. And she was like, yeah. And he just put up the other one like, shit, I had another force field. You didn't know. Then Blue was like, okay, I'll leave you alone then. I know you had two.
Or maybe the force field blocked it, you know, so it was no point. Like he hit the force field, but it didn't hit his hand. He just reacted like, oh shit, she got it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
it wasn't great. It wasn't good, but it kept me awake. So that's something,
yeah.
I guess.
And like I said, even saying all this, it wasn't terrible. I just wanted more. I usually watch these, and it's more like a moment where you're like, shit.
It helped me drain my
This
liquids
didn't have that.
when I went to the restroom 2 times, so that's cool. Appreciate
Don't feel
that.
like you missed anything. Lamar, did you like the other
Miss a bit.
Jurassic World movies? The
Yeah.
first 2?
hmm
I remember thinking the first one was okay. Like I didn't hate it. I was like, oh, okay, it was all right. I wasn't expecting sequels, but the last one, I think the end is what was like, fuck this movie.
We don't talk about that ending.
So I feel like it was, the last one wasn't great. This one was a little worse. So it
Okay,
just
so
like
the
went
last
downhill for me.
so the last one, I liked the dinosaur fighting scenes. Like I liked the, so I got the Avengers moment when they were like, we can't beat this dinosaur, and they go get T-Rex out. It's like,
In the
yeah,
first, in the first
the
Jurassic
original,
World,
yeah. So I got
Yeah,
that moment
yeah.
with that, and then the big fight scene happened. Up to, we don't talk about the ending, but when you got the big fight scene in that big ass park, it was, I loved all of
wait.
that.
Are you talking about the first movie, right?
Second one.
No, the first movie is when they fight the park, and then the second one, that's when Blue the Raptor fights that other like crossbreed dinosaur at the
In the
house.
second one,
I
don't
thought
the
that was-
dinosaurs all get like let loose until like,
Yeah, but they're in the house. They're not in the park anymore. They're in the house. The T-Rex doesn't fight the
Fuck, I
other.
don't even remember now.
they're all blending into each
Yeah,
other?
Yeah,
like
they're all
blending
the
in my
same thing,
mind.
you know. Well, I'll say the last one, I thought the characters were all annoying. So I thought in this one the characters were a little bit more tolerable.
Mhm.
Like, what's his name? What's the guy? Justice Smith. Who's the guy with the glasses?
I think that's his name.
He
Yeah.
was underused because I think
And
he's a good actor.
Yeah, no, I thought in this one he did good, but the last one they seemed like they were trying to make him like the comic relief, and it just wasn't. I just wasn't feeling
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so for the second Jurassic World, the dinosaurs are all let loose, right, into the world.
Yeah.
So in this one, they're all in Italy now.
That's another thing I don't get.
Like-
Like, I was like, where did all these dinosaurs come from? Because you see how many breeds there are, and when they get released,
Yeah.
and then this one is like hell of them. So you can have somebody say like, well, the bison, they might have escaped from the bison laboratory. You know that laboratory, which
Yeah.
I don't know what were they doing. What were they doing exactly? They weren't trying to open another park. They were
Getting
just-
locusts and then destroying them.
and destroying the food supply because it's an evil plan. The
So
establishment
it was an evil plan to take over the food supply. Because remember they said the bison seed, the locusts weren't eating the bison seed. So if you kill all the other regular food, then he controls the food because my seed doesn't get eaten. I guess that was his plan.
Okay.
I'm
You got
surprised they
more from
put
that than
up.
I did. 'Cause
Yeah, I know,
I-
yeah. I was like, Lamar, you probably were actually paying attention. 'cause I
You
might
were
have,
paying
like,
attention.
I
Yeah,
was, 'cause
like-
I was waiting. I want to say like 45 minutes in, Arlene and Katrina was like, okay, I need some action now. Like they need to get to the shits because I'm getting tired of this. I don't care about none of these characters. None of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was the only thing that, and so wasn't there a trailer where there was like a movie theater? Was that just like a promo type of thing? I thought that was going to show up in the.
Yeah, no. It probably maybe at the end or mid credit scene, but as soon as that credits roll, I got out because I was done with the movie.
Yeah,
Okay, Josh. Wait, Josh. What did you think about them using the logo in the movie? Did you see it when the T-Rex is walking behind that waterfall and he just conveniently opens his mouth? Right?
I was just like, I know what you're doing. I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I was just like, I know he's not.
Oh, I missed that.
So in the beginning when they're talking to the Bill Gates dude, there's a big ass like circle waterfall behind him. So later on in the movie when T-Rex comes out to fight the bigger version of T-Rex, he walks behind that waterfall and you see his mouth like he's doing the Jurassic Park logo.
Yeah,
I was like, that was corny as fuck.
it was. Yeah. Maybe if it felt earned, I would have been like, "Oh, that's cool," but I was like, "This is bullshit."
Yeah,
That may be bullshit. No, this is the bullshit of the whole bullshit of the movie.
I thought this one was gonna be more so like dinosaurs just in everyday life, like just roaming around. Every now and then you would see like people being attacked by the flying ones.
Yeah.
That was,
And
it was all
running.
it was all in one news report. They put it all in
Yeah.
one news report about saving the dinosaurs. I was at the end. I was like, "Fuck those dinosaurs," but she was like, "Yeah, the dinosaurs." They show the dinosaurs fucking shit up, and they're like, "They need to learn how to live with us. We need to save the dinosaurs." Like they're killing everyone. What are you talking about? We can't live with these motherfuckers. Fuck all of the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Especially spoiler alert at the end, where they're all like, what's it called? The humpback whales are swimming with the monosaurus or something.
Yeah,
And the horses
you
are
would
riding
hate
with
this
the other.
shit
I forgot
out
what
of
the
them.
dinosaurs was called, but I was like, oh my god.
You would hate the
What?
shit out of them.
So did you peep when the pilot girl, she said something that was kind of similar to what Samuel L. Jackson said in the first one?
What'd she say?
Yeah, what she
When
said.
she said, "Everybody hold on to something."
Oh, when the play, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even catch that reference.
I didn't guess that. I was, like I said, I wasn't really that invested in it. So
I don't know if that's what it was meant, but that's what I took it, because I
That's
just
a-
remember that from the first one. Hold on to your
That's
butt.
definitely what.
Yeah.
That's definitely what they meant.
they didn't want them. They didn't want to say hold on your butts. That's too on the nose. So they had
Right.
to go
Everybody hold on to something.
something. They didn't
Maybe
hold on
your
to
butts
something.
or something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like
this
I
is
said,
supposed to be it.
I'm just. Oh, this is the last one.
That's it for me. That's it for me.
I don't know. I thought it was the last one. So I thought that's what I heard.
I mean, they say it's the last one, but like, come on now. How many Freddy's dead, the final Friday, all these endings where they bring them back. So even if it's the end of this, they could reboot it if they wanted to, if Steven Spielberg lets them. So
No, so Katrina told me how much this grossed the first week, so there will be another one. They
then
made
again,
a lot of fucking money.
yeah, because they all like, I don't know how much money they made like compared to all the other films. I know this is the lowest rating score on like either Rotten Tomatoes, I think IMDb. Like a lot of people are really dogging.
The Jurassic franchise, or just the movies released recently?
Oh no, Jurassic franchise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, I'll say this: you will not like you can make a lot of money the first weekend, but that doesn't mean your movie's good. Because you can have a lot of people. Yeah.
But at a certain point, it doesn't even matter if you made a lot of money. You don't care. You don't give a fuck if people liked it. As long as I'm rich.
No, you like I'm gonna keep on making it. Yeah. So that.
But what if you make like a bunch of money the first weekend because everybody's rushing to see it? It's new. Everybody wants to see it before people talk about it, and then the next weekend it don't make shit. It made all its money the first weekend.
Yeah.
It's the franchise name. Like we know that the last Freddy's they did were bullshit. But if they announce a new one, it's gonna be the same thing. Like people are gonna be like, "Why the fuck would they do this?" But you have to see it. You gotta rush to see it because of the name. It's the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna do it.
I'm done. I'm done like that. Just like I'm done with Scream. Like we talked about how you heard about how Nev Campbell's not coming back. What's that?
I said until a new one comes out.
Nah, man, I'm done, man. I'm really done. Unless, how about this? Unless we have to go like watch it and talk about it, then that's where I'll see it. But I don't really care to see it. Maybe at home. I'm not gonna pay to go see it. I'll say that.
I'll say this. I have no desire to, but like I said, if they have a trailer and it gets my attention, I'll probably be like, oh, okay, I'll check it out. But right now I'm saying I'm done, but you never know. I said I don't want a Joker sequel, which I'm still like, whatever. The only thing that's selling me on it now is Lady Gaga supposed to be in it. That's the only reason why I'm like, all right,
She's gonna play Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
the only reason why I
fucking
might check it out.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That is genius.
That's why I said it depends. The franchise name is not what's getting me. It's gonna be what they do with it.
I just like the movie. So, I mean, with that, it's not because you guys know how I feel. I don't even like Batman, but it's just the storyline that I love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but okay. So for Jurassic, would you guys say that the first one's the best one, like favorite?
Oh yeah, definitely. The first Jurassic
out
World,
of all of them.
The first Jurassic World is the best one out of all the Jurassic World.
No, Jurassic Park. I'm saying the very first Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, that's the best one out of all of them. That is the best, not just opinion. That's the fact. Yeah.
I think honestly, my favorite one was the one where the kids were lost in that pod.
The first Jurassic World.
Jurassic World. Mm-hmm.
Shit, I don't know which one it is.
When,
It's so
when
great.
the girl
Yeah,
was running
you
from
know?
the T-Rex in the high heels.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But like I said, I more so watch it putting myself in those positions. Like the kids lost in that pod and they're just stuck in the fucking dinosaur land. It's a fucked up position to be in.
Yeah, well, I don't think they would be positioned if they actually put tracks on the pods, which is something you would
Instead of
actually
just letting free
yeah, you
fall.
would have kids actually controlling wildlife around the dinosaurs. That would never happen.
Hey,
So
hey, the
you
whole
lost me there,
idea is
man.
dumb. So why not make a dumbass other idea that attached to the
Wait.
whole idea of putting people with dinosaurs?
It is a dumb idea. That's what the first one's great. The first one is showing you that it's a dumb idea to have dinosaurs, humans,
Yeah.
and then they don't learn nothing from it.
No, they don't learn.
I me personally, I'd say Jurassic Park Jurassic Park Lost World and Jurassic World are like 3 ones I go back to rewatch more than any other ones in the franchise. 3, I'll put it
3.
on
I
as a
like part
guilty
3.
pleasure. But you know what? Okay, here's one thing. All right, I remember when people said Lost World, they didn't like it because of the last like 20 minutes of it. And as an adult, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of stupid that the T-Rex is going around San Diego. Years later, not only like you have like dinosaurs are roaming the whole entire world. So as an adult that doesn't really like the T-Rex going through San Diego, I just didn't really care for all the dinosaurs being around the world. So that's why I wasn't really feeling this movie to begin with.
Yeah.
But yeah, some parts were entertaining. So I think if Jurassic World came out today, people would love it. But back then, what's up?
The first Jurassic World?
The Lost World, the second movie.
Oh.
Yeah. I think if it came out because after Jurassic Park, that was hella hard to come by. Like not come by, but you know what I mean, like hella hard to top. So now people's expectations were too high, and then they were disappointed. So now it's low. So therefore, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World,
So they should
all the
redo it.
movies are great. Thanks to Lost World. So that's just how I feel. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you guys rate it then?
2 stars, 2 out of 5 stars.
Tasha, if you give it a 3, we're never doing another podcast.
No, I'm doing. I'm saying 2 also. I get.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I give it a 2.5.
Yeah, no.
Really? Oh,
Three.
damn,
Yeah. 2.5.
I stayed awake. That was the best critique I could give it.
Like I said, for me, it wasn't a terrible movie. It's just I go for the moments. I go for because I don't fuck with dinosaurs, so I go for that specifically. But it seemed like the dinosaurs were like they were kind of like, fuck the dinosaurs. What about us?
Yeah.
I felt like a lot of the focus was on the locusts too.
Yeah,
Like that was the main point of the story.
It was like the locust and the hey, remember us, and it was like it was barely about the dinosaurs. Like I said, even the last fight scene, it was so lackluster. It wasn't a real challenge.
And the clone girl, or the girl that thought she was a clone, but she was actually birthed from her mama.
I wish they would have did something more with that. Like make her like a clone that has dinosaur blood and she can communicate with the dinosaurs. Like take that angle if you're gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah,
Take that
more like telekinesis. Like you don't really hear her speak. Yeah. I would have got with that. I mean, why not? But this series is going over the top, so let's go all out.
So
Okay,
when she gave the baby the toast, I thought when Blue came, like get the fuck away from my child. It's like I thought they had a connection, like they could talk in that moment. That's what I thought.
Dinosaurs don't eat toast. They like meat. Shit, the fuck.
She fucked that toast up.
Yeah, real. Yeah, then she put like pieces of like rats in the toast. There is one part that cracked me up. It was when the dude lost his temper and he kept on hitting the chair. He was because they had to close down.
Okay, so tell me, so what exactly was wrong with that guy? Because when he was talking to the black dude, he said he's like a younger me. He's taller and he's smarter. And he was like, "Do you have food?" And the dude was like, "What?" And he's like, well, "Don't worry about it. I'll find something." I was like, "What was all that? Were we supposed to get something from that?"
Yeah, I don't know, because even his conversation with the OGs was kind of like he was off. He was like stumbling and like it was almost like he was nervous.
Or like he had Alzheimer's or something like.
Or something. And then when he flipped out, in that this little kid in the theater was like, "That's me." Yeah, no, I didn't.
So I thought so when it so I was trying to think thinking too deep.
Wait, you said Alzheimer's? Did you?
No,
Did you?
I thought the black dude was like I thought he cloned himself and made himself the black dude.
Did you mean autism though? I think you said Alzheimer's.
I did say Alzheimer's.
Yeah, wait.
Because he's old, not autistic. He was old.
Oh, I got more of an autistic vibe from him. I was like, wait, did you mean Alzheimer's? Oh.
So I thought so when they talked about the girl, I thought this was all about cloning shit. So when he looked at the dude, because he was like, you're in better hands. He's like another me. And then he looked him up and down. He's like, he's just taller and smarter. And then he was like, yeah, do you have food? It was like, and he didn't say black though. He wanted to.
I think that's what he said. And he's all smart. And you have food? Okay.
Right, and-
What do you want to say?
The whole energy was weird. So I was like, I think we're supposed to get something from that, but nothing came from it.
Nah. You know who he's supposed to be? His character?
What's his name? Elon Musk or one of them people?
Nah, like his character, he's supposed to be from the first one. That's his connection.
Oh, I thought you meant like who he was based off of. Like
Oh
in real
no,
life.
maybe, yeah. Every fucking
One of them people.
scientist trying to do something and it fucks up, Now he's supposed to be the guy that gives the remember that little can that was supposed to put the clones in him?
So why was the little can almost like a trinket, like a souvenir type of thing, the way it was set up?
Because it's supposed to be like, hey, remember that from the first one? He gives it to the big guy in the first one, Dodson. That was because in the book there's supposed to be some kind of rivalry between like John Hammond's like company and then his company, which is Biosyn, because they were trying to get the what's it called, the embryos from John. So they hired the guy. Remember the guy with the glasses, the big guy that got attacked by the Dilophosaurus?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is, but they didn't really touch on that as much as I thought they should have, because that's supposed to be now that John Hammond's company's kind of like done with. Biosyn's supposed to, I don't know what the heck they were doing with the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what was it. They were just collecting. That's it.
That Barbasol can was set up like you were walking through a museum and you're like, oh, this is from this movie type of thing.
Yeah,
like,
because somebody
why did
just
he have that?
Why would did somebody just walk around the park after all the deaths and it's like, oh, look at this can, let's pick it up.
Oh, I'm gonna keep this.
Well, it's the same thing with in part 2, they had the Jeep that was supposed to be from the first one, the one that remember that fell down from the tree that the T-Rex knocked over. Yeah, and I was all like, nobody took that out. This like, yeah, I'm done with that shit. I'm not impressed. Stop trying to impress me.
If they do this again, I want it seemed like the dinosaurs were too friendly at times. Like they were cute instead of being the fucking terrorists that they are.
Yeah.
So about the first,
they should have trapped them in that place and just burnt the whole shit down. Fuck them all.
That's what happens in the first Jurassic World. Like they made the raptors friendly. Like the raptors is supposed to like riding on the motorcycles with the guy. Like, come on now. How do we go from the scary scene from the first one where the raptors about to eat the kids?
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh well, they're
chilling.
I remember, what did Matt say? He's all like, him like arguing with the raptor is like, me arguing with the burger. We're gonna take orders from a burger. The burger's gonna tell us to stop. We're not gonna eat it.
Reasoning with the fucking burger.
Okay, so do you guys want to talk about Top Gun next?
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'm ready.